Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the world's worst Walmart ever. When we get ready to turn out of here, you're going to see no truck entrance. No trucks are supposed to go up or down the hill off to our left. That's what you're going to see when we start pulling out. You see a lot of Walmart drivers come down here, and one of these days they're going to rip the landing gear right off their trailer. You can barely get up this hill from where we're sitting.
Pick a color for your hair, kid. It's like green, orange, blonde.
Yeah, I don't mind if you dye your hair. Just pick a color. Pick a color and stick to it. Come on now.
Now comes the fun part.
Getting out of this place. See, there's only one way actually in or out of this place for these big old things called semi-trucks. And unfortunately, the four-wheelers like to mess with us here. Big time.
And we have to hope and pray there's not a truck coming.
Oh, God, yes. Gotta worry about whether or not another semi's coming in. This is ridiculous because we gotta still clear the wall right next to the side of the store. Okay, we've cleared the wall, and it looks like we're gonna clear the electrical box. Good. That a real sharp turn getting in and out of this place, let me tell you.
We still got the fun part coming.
And we got the fun part coming up. Yep. The 8% stoop.
Oh,
And speaking of, here's Walmart. Here's one of our guys coming in strong for the win. Yeah!
but at least he's got room here.
First two bays are open. Or no, not first two bays. Two middle bays are open. Just giving him a little heads up for what he's going to get when he gets to the dot. This is our in and out. This is our only entrance and exit. Now, if I was coming down here and he was coming up, there's nowhere for either one of us to go. I've actually had to back up to let somebody through. Speaking of somebody through, you have idiots like this. I can't go nowhere. I cannot go anywhere. Thank you. Oh,
In
shoot.
300 feet, turn left onto East Parleys Way.
Hi, tree.
But this is the ridiculousness of this particular Walmart Supercenter. This is the particular ridiculousness of this particular Walmart Supercenter. It's very dangerous to get into and out of. Now, if that lady would have been coming up the hill faster, she probably would have kissed me. And although I don't mind being kissed by a pretty young lady, I've got one in the back. That's not the type of kiss I want. They've been talking about getting smaller trucks and smaller trailers for this particular store since I started driving this account. This is all residential. which means if you get stuck, you get stuck. But we are in the mountains
1/2 of a mile. Continue straight and then keep right.
of Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. This is the outer part of Salt Lake City. Notice all the nice little mansions up there on the hill, looking down on everybody else. And you've got a Walmart Supercenter that used to be a Kmart right here.
In 1/4 of a mile, continue straight on UT 186 and then keep right.
You go to Park City this way. But we are going back toward Reno, Nevada. Another place where you can lose all
Now
your money
continue straight and then keep
for
right on
absolutely
Interstate
free.
215. In 500 feet, keep right toward Interstate.
See, I was always
left.
told, and I don't know how true this is,
Now keep
Reno
right and then
is
keep
for the
left
real
onto Interstate
gamblers,
215.
your high stakes gamblers,
In
while
500
Las
feet,
Vegas is
keep
for
left
your
toward Interstate
tourist.
80.
I don't know how true that is. I'm not going to stake anything major on that claim,
Now keep left.
but it kind of makes sense.
Follow the highway for 8 miles.
There we go. That out there is the beautiful, wonderful West Valley. And you can even see part of the lake, part of Salt Lake. What hasn't evaporated yet. There you go. Out there is the Great Salt Lake. Boom, boom, boom. And one more. I keep to the right because I am governed to 65, which means everybody on the road's faster than I am. And when I'm going downhill, I usually use a lower gear. Yeah, that's some of the fun that I get to deal with. I don't like that particular store because that store is very dangerous. One way to get in, one way to get out, and it is a steep grade. That's about a 7. And like I said, if you're coming out and somebody else is coming in, you don't know. You have no clue. I imagine it's fun in wintertime trying to put your chains on to go up that. I don't know for sure because I ain't gonna do it. I ain't put my chains on for nothing. Chains are to get you out of danger, not put you in more danger. And there ain't no cargo worth putting my chains on to try to get it up that hill. Yeah, buy, grab quick. Talking about dinner. Yummy, yummy. Some of this gets kind of confusing down here for me because I'm not from this area. I don't generally deliver in this area. So you'll see a ramp going off this way saying north. You'll say, this one says west 80, north 15, right here. Curve, you'll actually see Salt Lake City. I know the camera's kind of blinding because, well, it's late afternoon. Very late afternoon. It's actually early evening. It's so late. But off to your left, there she is, Salt Lake City. On all about 25 of its skyscrapers. Now I gotta attempt to get over one more because it's evening rush hour. It doesn't look that busy today. Everybody must have went on vacation or something. It's a beautiful skyline. I'm going to say that. That is a beautiful skyline. You got Mount Tractor. Right there, right there.
1/2 of a mile, right.
And it dwarfs everything. That route. We're trying to go home. We got a Vegas run tomorrow.
Now keep right. Follow the highway for 16 miles.
600. No! I don't know. Bump. Bump. There's another couple bumps coming up. You know you've been driving here for a while when you can damn call out the bumps. Yes, I am looking into it. I might, but it would be on a limited basis. It's not going to be an everyday thing, folks. I might bring 5M back to my channel. Might. Not a big group like OCRP or anything. It's just a few friends. I've been entertaining the notion. That means return of Billy Bob Jimbo Bill. That's Billy Bob Jimbo Bill. He's from Southern Carolina. You want to know something? I might bring back them cold Dan Davis. So he can come around saying, what? And he can stop mud holes and butts and walk them dry. And that's the bottom line, because damn cold said so. Maybe I'll bring back Victor Arcadius, head of the Arcadius Foundation. I don't know, I gotta work on that voice. I can't do it anymore. Might happen. Problem I do have with 5M is it plays hell with my computer right now. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll test it. We'll test the waters. Been talking about it with Bengal Ben. And I had fun doing the RP with him because people actually RP'd with me on his server. He doesn't have that server anymore. This is a different server altogether, but maybe I'll just bring Granny Gruesome to life. Would that be something? you like a cookie, dear? Granny gruesome. Don't eat her cookies. He'll be looking for the nearest toilet. Oh my God, I said that like an Ohioan. Definitely kicking that ball around. That's not that it's that I want to do a lot more content, you know, but I don't want to get stuck in it. That's the last thing I need, you know. Oh, God. You hit a bump like that in a car, it doesn't feel like nothing. You hit it in one of these things, and it seriously feels like you're going down to meet Gandalf in Middle Earth. Return to ring. One ring to control them all. Hey, my precious. Bump, bump.
They ought to just be thankful they ain't going to see 298.
Oh gosh, 298. We've gotten to the point where when we see the sign for 298, that's the mile marker, 298. We're bracing everything. It's like lock down the three-ring circus. Secure all the animals in the zoo. Cancel the three-ring circus. I think I already said that. Ludicrous speed. Go! In this case, it's ludicrous bump. Go!
No, you count it down and it freaks the dog out.
Oh, yeah.
He does not like that dog.
Kind of sad to see July over with, you know?
Like you took it 51 for a month.
July went quick. But I ain't gonna miss the heat. I prefer around 55 to 75 degrees. And 75 better have a bit of a cool breeze to it, you know.
They're calling for hundreds in the next.
Yep, they're calling for 100s. They're calling for 100-degree weather again. I tell you what, I ain't like that 100-degree weather stuff anymore. I cannot handle that. Honestly, we moved out to Phoenix and I was going through truck driving school and we had a couple of days where it was 120 degrees. 120 degrees. Oh my gosh.
I used to go down there when we were down there, it was 122.
They wouldn't let us stand outside for very long. Most of everything that we had to do, we did indoors that day. A lot of driving that day too. A lot of driving. Stay in where the air conditioning was. That just about broke me as far as living out in those temperatures. Because, yeah, it is a dry heat. But then you get the dry heat with the wind blowing. And that's like standing underneath one of them hot air machines in a bathroom. Or somebody holding a hot air dryer to your face. It eats all your moisture up quick. He's like, that's pretty good, John. You got, Vico, you got any more moisture? Because I sure like to dehydrate you. Dehydration ain't fun, folks.
Put me in hospital. Yeah, I got back issues.
Water and tea. I drink more tea than I do soda. I might have a pop. Do you know what a pop is? Pop is root beer. Okay? Root beer is not a soda. Root beer is not even in the same category as soda. It's a carbonated beverage, yes. But root beer got the name pop because of the cork they used to seal it up when they made it in the old days. Made a pop every time you popped it. Everything else, a cream soda is a cream soda. Coke is a soda. Pepsi is a soda. Mountain Dew is a soda. So you people that say soda, you got it right. You got it right. You actually got it right. Unless you include root beer in with that soda. John, you shouldn't do any more of them soda reviews. You're learning too much. Carbonated and flavored water with a bunch of other ingredients added to it. Now, well, modern root beer, if you buy like A&W or Mugs or Barks, you know, the major corporate chain root beers, they might use a lot of artificial stuff. In which case, I guess you could call it soda if you wanted to. They don't use that sarsaparilla stuff anymore. No siree. You might get sick on that. Some soda companies, or some root beer manufacturers, they use what they call, I can't think of it. They use a artificial sarsaparilla. park.
In 1
We are
mile,
getting ready to go by Lagoon. That's the amusement park out here in Salt Lake City. There's not a lot of amusement parks here in Utah. That's one that is probably the only one that I know of. But then again, when you got a lot of hiking and mountaineering and boating and camping and stuff like that, you really don't need a lot of amusement parks.
now
Roller
left.
coasters are obsolete if you like zip lining.
Follow the highway for 42 miles.
They got skydiving, they've got paragliding. This is the biggest area in Utah. The most people are here in this area. Now there's a big population in St. George. There is a decent sized population in Cedar City. But a lot of your towns out here in Utah away from the Salt Lake area are very small. Quaint little towns. Quaint little towns. Moab's pretty big, I guess. Moab's pretty beautiful. But, if they got a Walmart down there in Moab, we don't deliver to it. That's for sure. Kind of run down, beat up little town. I like the little town of Green River. Green River, to me, is fascinating. But I like little old towns like that. I always have. It's like Baker, California. Baker, California absolutely fascinates me because Baker, California used to be a vacation spot. They used to get quite a bit of vacationers there. But for being where it's at and being such a small town, it has one of the highest murder rates in California. And that's near Sisax Road. Entering Layton. Like I said, it all smushes together. I actually consider Salt Lake City anything from Brigham City on down to Payson. And there's a Walmart about a mile away from each other, anywhere direction you want to go. Yeah, there's a lot of Walmarts down here. A lot of them. probably way too many than there need to be. Not to put Walmart down. I'm not putting Walmart down at all, you know. I think when you build too many stores together and you're competing with yourself for customers, that can't be good, though, you know. That cannot be good. But they got these little Walmart marketplaces. They're awesome. Some of them are kind of hard to get into. But they ain't too bad. Of course, I go into a lot of Walmarts, so I've been to Walmart all the way in Pahrump, Nevada, all the way up to Walmart in Havre, Montana, and I love Havre. Havre is beautiful. So is Great Falls. I love Great Falls too. Then to Walmart in Ontario, Oregon, all the way out to Montrose, Colorado. Used to go to one, it was in Page, Arizona, right there on the border. Lake Powell. I actually got some video of that somewhere. Maybe I'll dig it up and make a YouTube short out of it, you know? Definitely got some photographs of Lake Powell. Yeah, we've been all the way out to Cheyenne, Wyoming. We've only done that run twice. We don't do that run very often. We only do that whenever other DCs are having issues and you happen to get lucky enough to do them. Just don't have T-Mobile if you go to Wyoming. They treat it as international calling. They do. Nevada's a pretty neat run, especially if you happen to go up to Idaho first. If you got to go up to Twin Falls or Burley or Jerome, you know, you go back down and you're heading out to Elko. It's a pretty drive. It really is. It's something to be beheld. But I don't, since driving for Corinne, I've only been to Elko twice. I've only been to Elko twice. And the last time I was there, I barely remember going there the first time. Petro on the way back home. At least they still had an iron skillet. And it's not a bad truck stop. Usually you get there anytime, day or night, and you can find a place to park there. Last time we went to Elko, we went to Magna, Utah first, and then out to Elko. So we took 80 all the way in. And like I said, I'd only been there one time before, so I didn't remember much of Elko at all. I don't even remember what we ate in Elko. I know it was some restaurant we've never eaten at before. And it was good. I remember it being good, but I don't remember the name of it.
Follow the highway for 29 miles.
I had to walk to it.
Maintain difficult maneuvers. Stop when it is safe to do so and review the route.
We're right next to Hill Air Force Base, by the
Upcoming
way.
Violation. 14-hour workday limit.
Right by Hill Air Force Base.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Aspen Avenue.
Some of the Walmarts we deliver to, they don't really have much of anything nearby to eat. And when we were in the other truck, it's kind of like one of those, we don't have a choice. We gotta eat out on the road all the time. And it's really, really hard to stay away from the junk food that way. It's very hard. On the flip side of that, we're in the truck that we're in now. She's got a great power burner in her, and we can cook. We're not eating out near as much. I ain't gonna say we're not eating out, because we do eat out still. Just not as much. That's a good way to start saving money, because, you know, food prices out here are expensive anyway. You go to Denny's, and that meal that was $11 is now near 18 or 19 bucks. Less food on your plate too. At least they still give you big pancakes. That's about the only thing they give you that's worth it. I like that bacon and egg burger thing that they had. Let me tell you, that was good eatings right there, I tell you what. It's a hamburger with cheese and eggs and bacon. Breakfast burger, you know. And that sandwich is good.
He's trolling you, I'll just say y'all know.
I am at that. I love that breakfast burger thing. Tell you what, I could gobble one of them up a day. I'll let you know that. Was that too redneck even for me? Of course I'm not going to gobble up one of them one a day. Then I wouldn't have any room for pizza. There's always got to be room for pizza, let me tell you. We are now in Ogden, for those of you riding with us. Oggy doggy and doggy daddy. Gas station. Mavericks are all over the place. They're kind of like Speedway is in Ohio, or Weigel's is in Knoxville, Tennessee. or Wawa in Philadelphia. Although I'd rather have Wawa than any of those other places, let me tell you. Wawa is the best stuff on earth. And I ain't ashamed to say that. First of all, they got tasty cakes there. And I know that all over the United States, they sell tasty cakes. All right? I've seen tasty cake in Phoenix. I've seen tasty cake in California. I've seen tasty cake in Vegas. Trust me, they're not the same as the tasty cakes you get back east.
That sounds fresh.
Number one, it's fresh. Tasty eclairs, pumpkin pies, and they come in like a little tin. It looks like a little pie. You could actually probably put it in a toaster oven and heat it up.
You can't even get tasty eclairs.
Nope. You can get the candy cakes, but they're not as good as the candy cakes that you get back there. Get a sub or a pretzel.
The only way they got pretzels out here are franchise Philly factories. Philly pretzel factories.
Like Wetzel's or Aunt Annie's.
Those are different.
And even those are different, yep.
No, they're called the Philly pretzel factory or something like that. They have franchise stores out this side. I know there's one in Phoenix. I want to say it's near Glendale.
Goodyear. Out there by Goodyear.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, but it's
building up here on the left sat completed for 3 years before they decided that they were going to turn it into an Amazon facility. It's supposed to be some type of book liquidation center, but they turned it into an Amazon sorting facility. Sat for 3 years empty. We literally watched them build it. Shed place down there burnt down. They just finally opened the shed open where you can buy a shed. Now don't get me wrong, I'm gonna say this, we're gonna pass a place called Smith and Edwards, but before we pass Smith and Edwards, they've got a place that sells sheds, and some of these sheds are nicer than some of the houses that I've seen out here. You could actually convert them into houses. they're expensive. And you better have a side of land that you can put one on. That'll allow you to put it there.
Darby Township back home.
Yep.
2 dudes were having an argument and somehow a Walmart employee got shot. Don't know his condition or her condition.
Good luck to that person. Boom, 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 boom. Another big bump. Up to about a month ago, there used to be a house where all that dirt is. The piles of dirt. There was a house right there. They were living in it up until last year and moved out of it. Well, that house is no longer there, and they're developing it.
And something.
We're getting ready to come up on Smith and Edwards off to the left. And Smith and Edwards is exactly what you old-timers think. It's Snuffy Smith. Snuffy Smith. The old cartoon. Yep. Smith and Edwards. There's the semi place. Right after the semi place, that's where all the sheds are. Those nice sheds I was telling you about. Might or might not be able to see them. That sun is kind of bright. But there's old Smith and Edwards. Off to the left. They have just about anything that you could ever want. They've even got that on their sign. About anything you could ever want, if we can find it.
That sounds a lot like weather reporting.
More bugs on my windshield, that's for sure. They love my windshield. Went through the wash yesterday. Coming back from Idaho this morning. Have to go through the wash one more time, I guess. Probably do that in the morning before we take off to Vegas. This is Willard Bay here. Northern part of Salt Lake. Maybe we get us a good sunset. It's getting about that close right now. Getting that close. That'd be a perfect end to the video. Good sunset, right? Not a lot of cloud coverage though. We get a lot of cloud coverage. Those white billowy clouds. It is amazing. What's cool is, you know, it gets really dark right before sunset. I mean, it's like someone turns the lights down. And then all of a sudden it brightens up, lights up the whole sky until the sun's finally underneath the horizon. It gets dark again. It's like all the light focuses right when the sun hits the top of the mountains over there. You can't see the mountains over there, but I can. What will we get, Mario or Pitfall? We're getting ready to hit a way station. The symbol of oppression for my people. That's a truck joke. Mario will sound like a one-up when he gets the little green mushrooms. Being this late in the evening, or this early in the evening, they're probably closed, more than likely. Nope. We got a one-up. We got the green mushroom. Da 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 da. Sorry. Brightening up just a little bit brighter. Pretty soon that sun will be tucking back down underneath the mountains. knowing that y'all wondering why I didn't stream this week, I had a little bit of problems here and there, and just I worked them out. We're good. We're good. Next couple of streams will probably be Retro Rewind. I love that game. Brigham City. Know why they call it Brigham City? Because someone had to bring the ham. Why they call it Brigham City? Bring ham. Bring ham. Bird Refuge, or is it the Bird River Bear Refuge? Look at that sky though. That's pretty. Even if there is bug splatter on the window. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And we'll talk to y'all later. And maybe I can get a stream out. I'll try. That's all I can promise is that I'll try. Sometime this weekend, maybe. And we will talk to y'all later. Maybe your dreams always bring you fortune. And may that thing called love make you wealthy. I'm Vicus. And we will see you.